What does the word fireworks mean to you? What sounds do you hear? What colors do you see? What images come to mind when you think about fireworks? What feeling does it create? And what does the word fireworks have to do with learning music theory? The answer is everything. I'm about to reveal reason number 12 in the top 15 reasons why we learn music theory faster through play. I'm Gloria St. Germain from Ultimate Music Theory, and after years of teaching experience and professional development and research, of course, I created the Ultimate Music Theory program together with Shelagh McKibbon-U'Ren, and we've impacted thousands of teachers through the Ultimate Music Theory certification course. We've created workbooks, as you can see behind me, the Ultimate Music Theory flashcards, apps, and games to help students learn more effectively. And I am really excited to share with you the step-by-step strategies to teach music theory concepts in an engaging, fun, and memorable way. With games, of course. And here's why you learn music theory faster through play. Reason number 12, play encourages communication. Play gives students the opportunity to develop speech and language skills, as well as listening skills. Students can communicate, talk, and listen while they play. And this can be at a solo play, which involves self-talk, such as, oh, now Sola and Tito are driving their red convertible way up high to the top of the hill, and then they drive back down low, wee, 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 wee. Or they can play with a fellow student or a teacher, such as yourself, and communicate to add purpose to play. The more vocabulary we understand, the greater the variety we can incorporate into play. Communication using rhythm, rhyme, and melody aid in memorization, as music and language processing takes place in the same area of the brain. So think about musicians communicating by playing call and response. They're engaging in a musical conversation as they process oral information and then compose, boom, just right on the spot and reply with their response, musically, of course. When students learn and play music, it strengthens communication skills. And what do fireworks and learning music theory have in common? Interestingly enough, communication. Number one, dynamics. The volume of sound you hear in fireworks and in music. Pitch, colors that you see in your mind when you hear music. People with synesthesia related to music can see and hear colors. How cool is that? That are triggered by certain sounds and aids them in identifying notes or keys. Tempo. What images come to mind that are moving quickly or slowly or various rates of speed when you see fireworks and hear music? Emotion. What feeling does it evoke? Articulation and tonality create sound effects that can be sad or happy. They can be mysterious. They can be anything, right? To communicate effectively in music, we must understand the universal language of music theory so we can interpret what the composer is communicating. Ready? Let's play fireworks. So fireworks, like music, communicates different things. And to communicate effectively in music, we must know the language of music theory. So throughout the Ultimate Music Theory Workbook series, you will see analysis and musical terms. Now, I want to show you that in the Prep 2 workbook. So in all the workbooks throughout Prep 1, Prep 2, Basic, Intermediate, Advanced, and the Complete workbook, you will see analysis and musical terms. So here we see analysis, and we also see all of the musical terms and signs and definitions. And these are really important in understanding music theory. So now we're going to play fireworks, and I'm super excited to play because it relates to how we're actually going to apply these concepts in our learning music. So here's fireworks. So fireworks is one of the laminated games that comes inside the prep game pack. And on the back is 6 ways to play the game. So we're going to start by playing a tabletop variation today. And it is called Signs, Signs, Everywhere Are Signs. And we want to make our music really colorful today. So on the whiteboard, and I'm going to just move these guys so I can do the big reveal. Oh, yes. My artwork on the whiteboard. So these are the instructions that are on the back of the game pack for you, because we're playing Signs, Signs, Everywhere Are Signs. So here's the instructions. On the whiteboard, the teacher draws a sign for articulation, dynamics, or a tempo. And on the fireworks game, the student simply finds the definition and then draws a line using the dry erase marker, remember that comes with your whiteboard, and connects it to the starburst to the matching rocket. So here's how you can play this with your student. So the teacher can write a short melody, as you can see, which I've done here. And you can even create a little fireworks display in your circle. And then the student identifies the terms and signs and connects them to the rockets in the little starburst. So here we see the time signature of 4/4. So what does that mean? Well, the student identifies that they're starting to play moderato. And so that would be tempo. So the student goes and finds moderato and then simply lines it up right here, moderato at a moderate tempo, right? Then next, they see the sign of pianissimo. So what does that mean? Pianissimo, very soft. And again, they're going to line that up very soft to their starburst. So it makes it fun. And we're doing a little analysis here first, just as I showed you in your workbook. And you can see that I've also added staccatos and an accent, mezzo piano, and in the next measure, I've added a forte sign and a slur and a crescendo. And in the very last measure, I'm ending with a fermata. So now students are not only learning the words, but they're also recognizing the signs, everywhere are signs. And now the ultimate challenge is now that students are going to use their whiteboard and take it up to the piano and play the melody, communicating all of the signs and terms that they have learned as they were playing the game. So then it's time for your student to take it up there. So the next one I'm going to have here is I'm actually just going to play it for you. Are you ready? I kind of have to look at what did I write here. I think I got it. So here is a really fun thing to do with your students. So now the challenge is have them change everything. Change the tempo, change the dynamics, change the articulation, and whatever other signs they want to change, and then play it again. And your students may come up with some crazy articulation and make it really bizarre, but that's the fun of being creative. There are no wrong answers. And while we're at the piano, we're going to play a game at the piano game called Rocket Scales. And this one is so much fun. So on the back of the game, it says Rocket Scales. So here's how we play. Rocket scales are when a student plays a pentascale or their scale, and the teacher or sola will call out a rocket term. And the student must immediately continue flying their rocket, aka playing their scale, using the articulation, dynamics, or tempo, that's sola. You can see my little sola there, as sola, or the teacher, of course, calls out. Now, students must be really careful because sola might change her mind right in the middle of an ascending or descending scale. So here's a little example for you. Whoops. If I was playing C major scale up and down, and then all of a sudden, sola would say staccato, and then crescendo, oh, and then she might say, now play it legato, and accelerando, and allegro. So different things, and it's just fun, right? We want to engage in challenging our listening skills. You can also review dynamics, articulation, and tempo, and they really have to listen to what are the instructions, and they also have to know what those words mean so that you can communicate these terms musically. So finally, on the blank side of the whiteboard, but wait, there's more. On the blank side of the whiteboard is again about creativity. And here you can play a little game called Reveal. Ask students to draw a sign or term for each of the following. All right, so they're going to kind of hide their whiteboard, and you can do the same as well. Ask them to draw the sign, a sign for dynamics, and they may choose pianissimo. An articulation sign, and they may draw a staccato, right? A couple of notes detached, and a tempo word. They may choose allegro, meaning fast. So this is just another way that you can learn music theory through play. And finally, they'll reveal their answers. And speaking of reveal, in the next video, I'll reveal reason number 13 in the top 15 reasons why you learn music theory faster through play in a game from the basic game pack called Harmony Hotel and Melody Motel. And you will learn a proven technique that not only helps us learn through play, but also helps us remember and recall important information through play. This is a cool one. So grab your Ultimate Music Theory Party Pack, your whiteboard, your Sola and Tito stuffies, and get ready to play. They are so adorable. They're such a great teaching tool, right? And the Sola and Tito stuffies, they come with your party pack, and we're got to get ready to play and have some fun, right? So please be sure to love, share, comment, and join us on the Ultimate Music Theory Facebook page, where we are a wonderful community of like-minded music educators that just want to share. So until next time, teach with passion and sparkle like a Sola. Thanks. You guys did a great job today.